halalonomics. All this, all what we are saying is every battle, be it the real battle or be it the court battle, Monica ji and we were together in one case where mosque was being forcibly installed in the high court premises. And the argument was that once Humayun prayed here, and so it qualifies to be a mosque, and Hindus, well, when we mentioned that it is very old civilization and Hindus were here, there is that is right within the fort of the Pandavas. They said, well, Pandavas were they were drunkards, they used to drink. This was the argument which took place there. So, okay, if we have to go back to the history, there are a number of cases we were together, and one was against, I think, there was a forcible mosque just outside the Red Fort. So that is, our argument was that if we have to put back the clock, it cannot be for 157 years or 257 years. If we have to put back the clock, it has to put back to 10,000 years, or we have to move forward. So we cannot say that we'll go back, but to this such and such date. So this is what we have been, and all these cases, the lawyers, the kind of fee they are getting, I think Monica ji can never imagine that. The kind of support they are getting, and this all comes from, this is all economics that makes the world go round. It is money makes the world go round, and most of this funding is from halalonomics. It is not mere halal, it is halalonomics, and we are trying to counter it. First, let's see it in two parts. When we say halal, most of us, we take it as a method of slaughtering, but it is not mere method of slaughtering. Yes, slaughtering can be a part of halal. Halal means permissible, legitimate. So even slaughtering can be legitimate or illegitimate. And unfortunately, this word halal, that means legitimate, it has been, the Islamic legitimacy has been accepted as universal legitimacy. So what is legitimate in Islam has been accepted as universally acceptable, legitimate, whereas that is far from the reality. In Islam, there are so many things that are legitimate, say marriage within the relations, within blood relations, halala, and then there are borderlines. We can say it as a culture, or it's Islam, that, or the game tarasha, gamia, and then what do you say, farewell sex. This all is allowed or is not haram. Well, there are different theories about halal and haram, but unfortunately, what is Islamic halal has been accepted as universal halal, universally permissible. That is where the problem is. And we have been seeing it as a shopkeeper, halal shop that sells the meat. One of my friends was saying that when I was young, I used to think that Mr. Halal is some businessman who has got his franchises all over the city. So moving, one part is the meat part, that is slaughtering. Animal must face Makkah, etc., etc. But that is halal. Halal is not merely halal; it's halalonomics. Like I have the products I'll like to show here. These are all vegetable products. You can see a vegetable mark here, and then again there is a halal mark. So how come this is halal? A part of this economy, the part of this purchase is going to halal, and through halal it is going to different channels, and it has been exposed by agencies worldwide, media worldwide, that this is being used for terror, and if not necessarily for the active terror, it is being used for the active terror also, but need not be active terror. It is also used as passive terror. say what my friend just now funding. Now how these funds and this the few rupees packet, there's a fund already gone to halal or jihad, whatever we say, by my purchase of this packet. And this comes to when we sum together the figures. There are different figures. That some figures come estimates are about 10 trillion USD economy. So that is three times bigger of than our Indian economy. So we cannot accept uh, this kind of thing, and we shouldn't hope that we can fight against a terror or against Hindophobia or against anything with this kind of money. And the worldwide Muslim buying capacity is between 5 to 10%. So that means rest of this 10 trillion USD, it is I am financing that or you are financing that, and we are financing our own debt. What we say specifically in Hindi, that is हम अपनी सुपारी खुद दे रहे हैं, and we are happy about it. That's one thing. So first, then we came with the idea of to counter halal, and we are getting success inch by inch. There are more Jhatka shops now. There's more Jhatka. This is only the meat part. And by when I promote Jhatka, I no way promote non-vegetarianism. This is only for people who are already taking meat. They should take as per what our culture is, what our civilization is, what our people have been doing. And for the Sikhs, it is specifically banned not to have halal. So that is the meat part of it. By no way I'm saying that you shift over from vegetarian to a Jhatkarian. But even being a vegetarian, you are a halaltarian. You are already consuming halal with these biscuits, with these chips, with these chocolates, and with this chocolate pack. So this is what is leading to our fall of Kabul, which is a fall of the civilizations, fall of the planet, has is somewhere related to our indiscriminating buying of the products which support terrorism. So we have to be careful. We don't have to pick a gun. I don't have to pick a gun. I have to drop a packet. There are two packets available. I have to choose. That's all I have to do. By doing so, what we plan, what our blueprint here it is, that is shift from halalonomics to humanenomics. This is humanenomics. What we need, that is full of compassion and that cares for everyone. There's no discrimination. For economic, I don't have to see who is producing that. I have to see the product, not the producer. So that is what I have to get. For me, it is not the religious certificate that is very important. For me, it is the quality that is important. So when it comes to food and for everything, and when halal is on when I go to a lawyer somewhere, there are halal certified lawyers. I'm not in India, but there are halal certified lawyers somewhere. So I don't have to go to a lawyer who is certified. I have to go to a lawyer who can defend me or who can save me. But people are going to halal lawyers, and in India there are halal hospitals. What that halal hospitals means? This is halalonomics. Someone coming from Sheikhdom having two hospitals at disposal will definitely prefer a halal certified hospital. And what halal certified hospital is, the employees have to be Muslim as far as possible. It is not that no, there will be no Muslim, but yes, definitely there's a game of preference and discrimination. So that will tempt another hospital to get halalized, get halal certificate, and be in the competition. So that way, one after the other, all the hospitals will be halalized, And then one fine morning, there will be a fatwa that these halal certified hospitals, they will have only this community as their employee. And there can be discrimination even for the patients. You There's a 5 days queue for that and 10 days queue for this operation. If you are this. If you are halal certified, if you are a Muslim, if you are this, you have a preference. So these are the things which we can foresee. We have to join the dots. We have to see the history. So that is, we have to come out from halalonomics and shift to humanomics. That is our focus area. And seeing halal in two parts, vegetarian parts, that's the flagship. But that's not the main battleship. Main battleship is the rest of the economy. Halal medicines, halal advocates, halal doctors, halal hospitals, halal housing complex, and blah, 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 all halals. So that has to be ethical, that has to be maryada. That is one thing. So what we are coming up with the counter certification, we are in the counter certification of Jhatka. And this is how this agency came into being. Before that, we were working as another agency, but we came specifically for certifying Jhatka products. And then for others, we have another our parallel organizations which certify other products like Maryada and all this. That's another part. But the crux of the matter is that unless we take care of halalonomics, we cannot take care of jihad. This is mother of all jihads because it is economy that is making us. And unfortunately, while we are like we have doctors, we have engineers. Just now in the panel, I was saying that this green jihad and red jihad combo, that is killing us. And this Western world, they feel they are very powerful, omnipotent. But the matter of the fact is, this G7 ignored there is a organization called C9. That is combination of 9 universities of China. And now they have, of course, that is C15 or something like. And they have got their people installed in each and every university of US, in Canada. They are in every research lab. So China is already there. Immigration jihad, migration jihad, refugee jihad, or rather to say refugee jihads. So all these people who come, they are they are men of a particular age bracket, and they run away from their country as if they are going to be targets, and their women and children are going to be safe, and old people are going to be safe. So they come here leaving behind their women to target other women out here. So this is refugee jihad. And how this refugee jihad and love jihad and all these jihads are, it's like I and say Tahir ji, we have a field, we have a khet. Then there's a fence between that. This is Tahir ji's field, this is my agriculture field. So there's a fence. So this is A jihad and this is B jihad. But underneath, there's same water that is flowing in his field and in my field, and it's the same air. So it's all jihads are one jihad. Yes, there are fences between the jihad, and there are specialized forces for jihad. And now this green jihad, how it has taken America from inside. It is not that they surrendered, that the Afghan soldiers surrendered. They never surrendered. In fact, they were never different. So it was one Taliban in uniform and other in salwar kameez. There were two Talibans, and we assumed that they are different, but they were never different. They never surrendered. They were always one. So this is, we have to understand. Just now in a panel, I was saying it's like someone goes to a jungle and he sees a pack of wolves. Some of them are white, some of them are Vicks, and some of them are, say, black wolves. And we start identifying, okay, black wolves I can tame, and I can make them fight against the white. No, they are one. So this Taliban, good Taliban, bad Taliban, IS versus against Taliban, yes, will fight among themselves. They kill each other, but at the same time, when they have to go for their shikar, for hunting, for them you are a target. It makes no difference, and they are all together. We have learned as a human, we have learned so much. We have laws, law books, we have science, poetry, literature. Wolf knows nothing but knows how to hunt. So we don't have to, our being educated, our being this is not going to help because wolf knows nothing. So we have to be ready not to be hunted. That is very important. And economics is a tool which is hunting us. Yes, bombing, intellectual bombing, this all is because of the money they have got at their uh, disposal. And it is we who are paying for it. And, and I'll also like to share the joy that Jhatka is getting success day by day. And on 16th of this month, couple of days from now, uh, World Jhatka Day is being celebrated. So that is how the things are coming up. Jhatka was always there, but now it is resurfacing. So that is very important. So same way, I have to be conscious everywhere that I don't have to buy a product which is a death warrant for me. By buying a product that is a death warrant for me, I should buy that. And that is as simple. I have a option of choice. I have an option. I can choose A, I can choose B. And for that, one stage is I simply pick and don't speak why I'm not even to my uh, shopkeeper whom I'm buying from because I don't want to spoil my secular image. So okay, but I can drop. Second is I can protest and drop, and third is I can protest loudly, which we have been doing, and because of this, a government of India organization that was a one point what do you say single point window for meat export uh, for all agriculture export. They had a circular illegal in some way against the spirit, letter and the spirit of the constitution that only halal meat can be exported. So that was something that was killing the non-halal meat economy. We got it removed. There was a lot of effort. So it is not that we are against someone. We are not saying that okay, there should be no halal export. If the country like say Iraq demands, so this is between buyer and the seller. But why should a government institution force that you can only export halal, whereas our much of our export was for countries like Vietnam. They had nothing to. They never asked for halal certificate, but it was the government of India's institutions which were forcing us. So we have done away with that. That is one success. And then the municipalities in Delhi, they have already come with the law that is every restaurant has to display what kind of meat they are serving. It was not there previously. So at least people will come to know. And the third is again we have to join the dots. The green jihad, the red jihad has been taking over the America, or green jihad has always been trying to take over the superpowers, whatever superpowers they were there. And this time, as you know, Goraji, Pakistan is a country which is owned by its military. They literally own it. It is run by military. There's no, and when it comes to China, China is governed by its Communist Party. And when it comes to Western world, say US or Canada or something, it is being governed by their corporates. And now jihadis have targeted the corporates. They have already targeted it, and they are already inside. They have taken it from inside, and top corporates, their daughters are under love jihad, and it's not that easy to get a to seduce a girl from that background. It There is a proper planning, programmed planning, and there is an institutional backing. Say a girl from a very prominent corporate was fond of horse riding, so accidentally some Olympian horse rider meets her. You cannot influence a girl of one of the richest people, daughter of a richest man, or one of the richest man, with your money. You cannot influence. You cannot influence with anything else. But it is where the weak point was attacked, that she was fond of horse riding. So this is how the Green Jihad is taking over US from inside. They are already on the they are already on the driving wheel, driving seat. So that is what it is. And to dismantle all this, what they said, it's what the problem with these jihads is, green jihad and red jihadas. Strictly speaking, when it comes to color therapy, green and red, they are opposite. And in a certain proportion, when they are mixed, they become orange. That's so they are opposing each other, but at the same time they are targeting together. And this jihad and economics is their only binding. No other binding they have between. They're opposite in each and every way. So they are taking our civilizations from inside. And it is not we have got Islamophobia, it is red jihad and green jihad. They have got a truthophobia. They are scared of truth. They are scared to accept that earth is not flat. Simply one who does not accept earth is not flat, there is no point of arguing any scientific theory with that. So that is to sum up the things. One is, we have to take over from halalonomics and shift to humanenomics. That is our first priority. And for this, we don't have to wage a war, a proper war where the battle tanks move. We just have to be careful and just, I don't have to drop a bomb. I have to drop a packet. That's the end.